Hey guys, Rob Alwin here with Gregg Adelman. And man, are we excited to be able to share with you some great topics tonight. We want to talk about the conversations that you have when you're talking to prospects. What to say, maybe what not to say, maybe even the temperament of how you say it. Going to be incredible. We're also going to talk about the common objections, how to handle those objections. But anyway, we're excited. Our first person in tonight, here in the field with Gregg and Rob is Lemon Maisie. So glad to have y'all.
Wow. Canada's in the house.
Canada ain't messing around. They're number one. Check it out. There's my bride. There's my Ronnie baby. This is really cool. We're down in Florida. We are over here at the Master Partners home, and we're going to do some training tonight. Hey, Annette, what's going on? We know we got some Idaho here. Glad to have some folks living wise in Idaho.
What a testimony, Jerry.
Jerry and Janet.
Wow.
Jerry got some good news today.
Yeah.
Science don't lie. Doctor says things are looking great. Hey, Billy, welcome. There's Jeanette. What's going on, Jeanette and Mike? Glad to have you in the field with us. D. Lynn Jackson. Glad to have you here tonight. Charles, what's up, Charles? Go ahead and hit that Cheryl's button. Hit that Cheryl's button.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Cheryl's button. Hit that share button, y'all. Hey, Janine, welcome. That's what happens when you're goofing around with your buddy, having a great time. Big Tim and Diane, what is going on?
It's almost April, Tim. We're heading your way.
Glad to have y'all.
Yeah.
Amanda, welcome.
Calgary.
Shirley's here, you bet. Janine from North Dakota. Joe Pappy, what's going on? We're glad you're here, D-Lynn. Sherry Gentry, what is going on? Tell Roger I said, hey man, we're overdue. We need to get up there and see you guys. Joni Norquay. Man, the northern beast of a lady, just tearing this business up.
Ontario.
Laura Kirk, welcome. Christy, welcome. Scott's probably right there with you. Tell Scott we said hey. Ginger Burns, West Virginia. Sylvia Adelman, Gregg's definite better half. That's for darn sure. Jerry, welcome. Ren, what's going on? Hey guys, we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Hit that share button. Get your team.
Melinda.
Melinda. Man, she's awesome. We love you, Melinda. All right, 15 seconds, guys. We are going to do some training tonight. Hope you're ready for it. Big Mike Alwin gets in under the wire. Hey, Josie. All right, y'all. It's that time. It's 8 o'clock, and I feel very blessed to be over here at Gregg and Sylvia's home. Get to join Gregg in the field. Tonight, we're going to talk about the topics that are very important to all of us that are building our business. And Gregg and I are just going to share from our heart and our experiences, you know, what to say to prospects and how to handle those common, there's not a lot of them. It's kind of the same old of what their pushback is. And so we're gonna talk about those objections. And but I will just say this, and then I'll have Gregg comment on this, but it's not so much what you say, but it's how you say it. Folks, as we're building this life wise business, it would be wise to lead with your heart and lead with your samples. Let your samples do a lot of the talking. In fact, sometimes you might be doing too much talking.
Yeah.
And so, Gregg, what's your thought about just the demeanor of how to talk to people?
Yeah, people don't want to be sold. I mean, that's not what we're doing. We're not selling them on anything or selling them any promises. We're serving them, and we're just telling them we have something very special from your heart that you believe in, and you want to share the samples or the product or the business, however you want to, bring it upon somebody. Whether it's a family member, might be a little different than obviously talking to a stranger in a store or a restaurant. But it is definitely not a pressure type scenario. We don't want anybody pressured into LifeWise.
No.
We want them welcomed into LifeWise and feel that the support system will be just insane for them to grow in our family.
Well, and if you're looking for people that are looking, it's one of the things that I love to ask people is, are you open to an opportunity? That's one of my favorite things to ask people is, are you open? Because if you're spending your time talking to somebody that is a heck no, never going to happen, all you're going to do is get your feelings hurt when they rough you up. It's like they've already said, no, I'm not looking, and then you just keep drilling into them. So, it's better to build a family of 4 of open-minded people than go after all your friends and relatives that they don't want anything to do with being an entrepreneur, and there's nothing wrong with that, right?
No, there's people that have career jobs that they're focused on their career and they want to do it for 30 or 40 years, and God bless them. I always used to joke, I used to say to people, there's only one person that can raise the dead, and guess what? It's not you or I. So if that person is considered dead at the moment, let it lie. Move on to the next, and guess what? It might be 6 months or a year, 2 years, they come around and they see what's happening in your business, they see what's happening in your life, they might ask questions. So
you're saying don't beg?
No begging.
No begging. Did you get that? Everybody put into the comments, no begging. Okay. In fact, it should really be an honor to be included in something that's really great. And honestly, if you have something that's really great, you shouldn't have to beg people anyway.
No, exactly.
So anyway, if you guys want to take some notes, the number one thing that we want to share with you right now is just this. If I found an amazing opportunity, would you want me to mention it to you? If I found an amazing opportunity, would you want me to mention it to you? If I found an amazing opportunity, would you want me to mention it to you?
Absolutely, 100%.
And so anyway, I hope that each of you understand that by putting it like that, there's no pressure on that person. And they also feel kind of honored that you mentioned it to them.
The other thing you can do on that, I found an amazing opportunity, is you can reverse it to somebody and say, I'll use Rob as an example. Hey, Rob, I really look up to you. You're an incredible businessman. I really want your opinion because I found something amazing, and I think if you tell me it's legit, it makes me feel legit. And you kind of make them think, wait a minute, this person's coming to me for this advice. They already think I'm a great business person, and they're getting involved. Maybe I should want to get involved with them. So you can use it in that route too, to make them really understand that you cherish their opinion. You value their opinion on this industry and this business.
Well, that's really remarkable, Gregg, because genuinely, if you are talking to people that you admire and that you look up to, the reason you admire them is because they've done something with their life.
Successful.
And successful people are successful because they are open-minded. They do want to be included, and they're honestly always looking to upgrade what they're doing.
Right, exactly.
You used to own a car dealership, and for a lot of guys in business, they would show up at your doorstep and want a job with you, want to be a part of your organization. That's a big deal. But you got involved in network marketing and made so much money that you upgraded your opportunity.
100%, yeah.
The liability went down.
And an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur for life.
Oh, yeah.
They're not one single stream, I can tell you that. They're in multiple businesses, in multiple facets of their life, and this could be the perfect timing for them right now.
Yeah, that's right. The other thing is we believe to keep things authentic and very simple. And so if you will write this down, number 2, have you ever heard of LifeWise? And then zip it. Wait for them to typically say 99.99% of the time, they're going to say, what's LifeWise? And then you have the golden opportunity to be able to very quickly rattle off our 6-star opportunity in about 30 seconds.
Right.
You're simply going to say, LifeWise is a company that was founded by a corporate team of people that are faith-filled entrepreneurs, men and women of integrity, and they're building a health and wellness company. They've got a PhD formulator, a PhD lead academy instructor in personal development and organizational leadership. And so now we just talked about the corporate team. And then we say, the products are epic. They got products to help you sleep great, feel great, be nourished, phenomenal products. The timing is epic because right now these are kind of crazy times. And if you're open, the timing could be incredible for you because this company just not even 1 year old. Their compensation plan is all about creating residual income, which is a lot better than trading hours for dollars.
Yep.
And they have a cause to help first responders through tunnel to towers. And they have a promise to keep things humble. Unlike most companies, it's God, family, and then business.
Right.
So in 30 seconds to a minute, you've now told them what's life-wise. And then you simply can say, did any of that resonate with you? I'd love to send you a video.
Right.
Or can I get you on the phone with my good buddy Gregg Adelman? Can I put you on the phone with Mike Alwin? Can I put you on the phone with Tim Gothier? Can I put you on the phone with the formulator? Can I put you on the phone with the CEO? We are all 100% approachable to you. Okay, guys?
The key to that is listening to them at the end. Because if they say, I'd love to talk more about it, let's make a time. Because if you get too techie in 2 or 3 minutes, it turns people off. If you throw up on them in 2 or 3 minutes, it turns them off because they think it's just another job they got to go out and do. So right there, just listen. If they're open to it, you set that time up, and then you really can explain the whole business to them, or get them on a 3-way call, or get them on one of the YouTube videos. Those are the things you got to utilize because if you're standing in Publix down here in the shopping center, trying to do your groceries, you don't have 30 minutes of people's time. They want to get in and out.
Oh yeah.
So
you got to memorize your 6-star opportunity, and you can talk for 10 or 11 or 12 seconds on each one, and essentially you gave your presentation.
Yeah.
We always talk about the 2-2-2, talking to 2 people a day, and following up with the 2 people that you spoke with the day before, and then simply sharing 2 samples. Let the products do the heavy lifting. But anyway, so let's recap. Number 1, if I found an amazing opportunity, would you want me to think of you? And you can modify that how it fits your personality. Number 2, have you ever heard of LifeWise? Here comes number 3. Are you into your health? Wait for them to answer. Yes, I am. Or no, I'm not, but I need to be. LifeWise is a way for you to get some of the greatest nutrients that God ever put on planet Earth. And soon from the sea and the land, we've got you covered. Would you like a sample? If they go, sure. You simply then can send them any of the videos that we've made. There's 112 videos on YouTube right now. I mean, man, we have covered things in less than a year, brother.
Yeah. We're getting ready to make a lot of new ones for the app.
Oh yeah, that app's going to be something special. Number 4, are you open to earning additional income? Are you open to earning additional income? No, I hate money. Don't want anything to do with money. Money's the root of all evil. I hate it. I'm probably not going to talk with you any further. I'm going to just pray for them and be like, I love that person, that aunt, that uncle, that mom, that dad, that brother, that sister. Don't let the ones closest to you steal your dream.
Yeah.
Never let a negative person change your positive disposition.
Never.
Because there are people, there are dream stealers. There are professional dream stealers that anytime somebody lifts their head above the crowd, they just want to eat their lunch. Yeah. And so we don't listen to those people, okay? But are you open to earning additional income? Folks at the Utah Regional, we are bringing tear sheets with the compensation plan, and we're trying to get one of them laminated for you, the presenter, and those are going to be incredible. Yeah. And we've got product trifolds coming out that are going to be there for those conversations. And there's going to be some big things that you're just going to be blown away in Utah. I mean, that's going to be some good times.
Utah's the first one, and then Kansas City, and then North Carolina. So just be ready. They're all going to be explosive.
Oh,
you're going to leave there so on fire. You are going to be calling people from the lobby wanting to get involved in
Yes. Absolutely. But are you open to earning more income? Yes or no? You know what? I think that most people are putting a 50 where really 100 needs to go. Anybody out there tired of not having the resources that they need to fulfill the needs of their family? and their extended family, because sometimes there's people in the family that got legitimate issues, and they need for you to have the resources to fund them and bless them. You know, maybe they got a niece that needs braces, and your brother-in-law's a great guy, but he does not have the $9,000 to fix that beautiful baby's mouth. Do you want to be that funder? You know,
I gotta tell you, just a perfect example today. I went to go fill up my truck today. It was about $75 to fill it up, and you put your debit card in there and you pay for it. But I went inside to get a drink, and there was a guy at the counter, and he said, "I need $5 on pump 7, I think it was." And I said, I had a look. Did he say $5? And the guy behind the counter said, $5? He goes, "Yeah, $5. And it hit me how bad it is out there. That $5 is barely a little over a gallon of gas today. You know, $5 back when I was 16 got me a lot, you know, but that's an extra $30, $40, $50 a week can change somebody's life instantly with this company. I mean, that's just crazy. So,
well, especially when they can get involved with something and out earn their income on a $35 a month commitment. Every 28 days, $35. You know, we made this to where it doesn't have to leave people out. Most of the companies out there leave out most of the people, and they wonder why people only stick around for 2 or 3 or 4 months. Yeah. Well, they can't afford $200 or $300 to stay with you.
Right. They're actually paying to work for you. I mean, they're paying that money to keep the CEOs very happy in their ivory towers. Here, it's totally different. I mean, can you imagine a $35 a month overhead to run a potentially multi-million-dollar business?
Multi-million-dollar business.
I mean, it's insane to even think you can do that in this day of age, but
100%.
Rob's done it. We're doing it. So
hey, you know, when I think about, we got a gentleman on the team named Dylan, beautiful young man. He's a paraplegic, and his business is now coming upon $2 million in sales, and he signed up 1 or 2 people.
Wow.
1 or 2 people in his business, and LifeWise is knocking on the door of $2 million in business. And he's only on the hook for $35. So my goal is one day for that young man to be a millionaire in LifeWise.
So all you business owners out there, think of that.
$35.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 5. I'm repping for a health and wellness company. Would you like some free samples of our products? I'm repping for a health and wellness company.
That's the key, what he just said, repping.
I'm repping.
I'm not selling. You know, I'm not I'm out there building a sales force. I rep a company that has health and wellness products, some of the best on the planet. Would you like some free samples? That's it.
And then they're going to go. They're going to go, well, what do you got? And you say, there's 3 that I'd love to be able to share with you. You should always have these 3 with you at all times. Number 1, the most demonstrable product that we have at LifeWise is Restore. Because most people, not all people, but most people in pain turn to us. I'll simply ask them, do you have any aches and pains? I don't say that I have a product for aches and pains. I ask them if they have any aches and pains. If they say yes, I simply say I have a product that I would love your opinion on. I don't say I have a product that is guaranteed going to fix your pain, because first off, I can't say that. I can't make medical claims, but the fact of the matter is we've sold thousands of packages of Restore, an anti-inflammatory product, proven, excellent, natural product, but I can't run around out there saying that it cures anything. So I simply just got to ask you, hey, you got any pain, brother?
I sure do.
Yeah, I sure do. Love to give you a few samples. And typically, when I call a couple hours later, they're going, what in the world's in that? It feels amazing. In 36 years, Greg, I've never had a more demonstrable product than Restore.
It's just amazing how quick it works.
It's a rep's dream.
Yeah.
You're repping a product that helps people. When they tell you they have pain, you simply just say, I have a product I'd love to share with you called Restore. I have a product I'd love to share with you called Restore. I'd love your opinion. And you give them some samples. Yeah. The other thing, when they're going, you know, what are these samples? I love to say, do you have excellent sleep? No, I don't really sleep excellent. Try my product. It does help people with sleep. I'd love to share a sample with you. If they carry on about how terrible their sleep is and how they're taking sleep aids every single night, guess what, guys? More than likely, they're going to need 2 products. Okay? Don't be tight. Don't be chintzy. Give them 2. Say, take these 2. Most people only need 1. In fact, I have some people tell me they sleep best when they only take half of 1. Okay? But the average person needs 1. People with jacked up sleep need 2. And sometimes people need their sleep product when they wake up in the middle of the night and they cannot fall back asleep. And that's me a lot of times. A lot of times I'm dog tired because I work hard. And I go right to sleep. But I wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning thinking about the next day. And so that's when I will grab me a sleep or 2.
Karen just had a big question. She said, how much samples do you give out, or how many? Everybody's different. We always talk about the 2-2-2. I give out a 3-day sample. That's what I give out, 3 days. Now, sleep, they usually, within the first strip or the second strip, the second night, it's already working. Clarity, they feel it immediately during the day, because if you pop it in your mouth while you're...
Sometimes 20 minutes.
Right. Now, Restore, people have had, obviously, instant relief in 15 minutes. But if it's a real chronic inflammation scenario, it may take a couple days worth to really feel something. But I always preach this at the end of the day. If you go to a doctor and they give you a prescription, they don't give you a prescription for 2 or 3 days. They give you either a 2-week or a 30-day supply, and they say you got to take it for that long. We have a 0 money-back guarantee that you could literally have them sign up, purchase the product, try it for 2 or 3 weeks, and if it didn't do nothing, they could return it. But I guarantee you they're going to feel something in 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm a firm believer, give them 3 days supply. If you're really generous, give them a 4 or 5 day supply if you want to build a larger, bigger business. But all these products work within a day or 2, except possibly Restore could be a little longer, depending upon the situation of their body.
So everybody's different.
Yeah.
But most people feel something. So the question is has everyone in your family, has everyone in your friends, to the people that you work with, does your community, the people you go to church with, do your extended family members, have they tried your products? It's so easy to say no as a prospect. If you give me a gift, I'm going to try your gift. If you give it to me. If you sell it to me, chances are I'm going to push back. Everybody wants, this is a fact, everybody wants your money. So give gifts. You say, well, then that would cost me money. Well, thank God you didn't get a McDonald's, because that'll really cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, right.
Thank God you didn't buy a Subway franchise. Thank God you didn't go out, right, Randy Gentry? You didn't go out and buy a $140,000 tractor. This is the most affordable business I've ever seen in the world.
100%.
I mean, thank God we're just talking about handing somebody a couple dollars worth of a strip.
Right. You have no additional overhead. You don't have a licensing. You don't have the FP&L bill to turn the place on.
No office.
No office to rent. Nothing.
No company car. You don't have to have some
So if
special
you
car.
gave out $100 worth of product a month, and that's a lot, you still have an overhead that's minimal to build, again, the largest business you can build on $35 a month initiation, if you want to call it, just to be on the LEAD program. It's incredible.
That's right. So anyway, folks, number 6, and this is important, and nobody's ever been asked this. Here's the fact of the matter. I was in network marketing, multi-level marketing, home-based business, whatever you want to call it. I'm proud of all of those, by the way. None of those are cuss words to me after 36 years. What a beautiful thing that you could be in your home. Since 1998, Gregg, I've not had to work for another man. I've been able to work out of my home and pursue my dreams. So my question is, number 6, do you have a vehicle to live your dreams? Do you have a vehicle? So many people are just giving it all they got, but they don't really have a vehicle to ever be able to create that stability or prosperity. God bless them, they're just dealing with the cards they were dealt. No one has come into their life. When I was asked after 7 years of being in the industry what my dream was, and to go home, I had an assignment to write down 100 dreams. It changed my life. It changed my life for the rest of my life. Because a kind person asked me that question. How many people in your life have you asked them what their dreams are, challenged them to write down 100, and then given them a financial vehicle where they can live those dreams, chip away at those dreams for as little as $35 a month?
This is the most even playing field you'll ever be on, because we'll have doctors in our business, we'll have lawyers in our business, and they've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on schooling, and they have a big advantage in the business world right away. Where they have a disadvantage is they've got massive debt with student loans. Mm-hmm. Here, I don't care if you've not graduated high school. We always joke, you could have just got out of jail or graduated from Yale. We all start the same way and have an unlimited income potential. Show me that in the corporate world. It's not available. It's just not.
100%. But there's objections. Okay. We just shared with you some things, and we can share more of them with you. Those are the ones. But listen, you're going to run into obstacles. You're going to run into objections. You're going to run into normal skepticism. Don't be offended. Everybody put into the comments, never be offended when someone pushes back. Because I'm going to promise you, a lot of people have a lot of very good reasons for being offended by well-intentioned, untrained, highly motivated entrepreneurs. And not just in network marketing, but in all industries of business. Mm-hmm. You know, they've had an experience at a car lot, and just because they had a bad experience over there at Joe's didn't mean that they were going to have a bad one at Gregg's. Right. But they go, you guys are terrible. And you're thinking, I'm a loving father of 4 sons. I'm here to help you get a great vehicle. Right.
So they group all car dealerships the same if they've had a bad taste in their mouth.
And all MLMs the same.
Right, same way.
And it's not the same. So first off, never, ever, 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 ever be offended that somebody is like, no. So anyway, let's talk about how to overcome some of these objections. Number one that I've seen in 36 years is I'm just too busy. Man, Gregg, I'm just too busy. I mean, I'm sure you got a hold of something great, bro, but I'm just way too busy. What Gregg, if he's really my friend, needs to lean over and ask me is, are you busy living your dreams, or are you just busy, bro? Because you know what? Nobody wakes up and says, you know what? I just want to be busy till the day I die. I don't mind being busy, but I better be getting closer to living my dream. So anyway, folks, when you get asked, or when you get told, I'm just too busy to join you, Tim. I'm just way too busy. You don't understand my crazy schedule. Let me ask you something. Are you just busy, or are you busy living your dream? Because, man, I don't want to knock you off course. I got something tremendous. But if you're living your dream to the extreme, carry on, brother. And you got to wait for your friends and family to do the same, and everybody in your camp is crushing it, then, man, praise God and pass the cornbread, right?
Because there's two different busies. There's the busy guy that's building a legacy for his family, and there's the busy guy that's trying to make his bills every single week.
And nobody's ever, you know what, there's a lot, hey, don't think for a second, just because maybe you've been asked to be involved in an industry, do you want to know something? The average person will never be asked to ever be involved in a home-based business. Do you know how good it feels to be wanted, to be included, to be educated? Don't assume that everyone has had a bad experience. There are many people that had great experiences, but they were too young, or it was right when they were getting married, or they were focused on other things. But anyway, the next objection you're going to run into all the time is, I'm just too broke. I can't afford to start my own business. And that's when you have an opportunity to be able to say, thank God it's free to join. It's free to renew. We have free mentorship, 4 nights a week, live inspiration, training, guidance, and care, love and prayers. I mean, do you have that in your life? Do you have 4 nights a week? From 2 of them have got PhDs. How incredible is that? How many of you have already got a long list of PhD people wanting to mentor you for free and guide your life and share what they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in many years to get, So anyway, when they say I'm too broke, I want you to only turn around and ask one question and say it exactly how I'm about to do it with you. Joe tells you, I'm just too broke and I could never afford that. Simply lean in and say, Joe, how do you feel about that? Dang. Wait for him to say something, and hopefully he's wise enough to say, I don't feel very good about that. And that's when you can say it's time to break that cycle. Yep. You're my cousin, you're my father, you're my friend, you're my brother, you're my next door neighbor, you're my bowling buddy, you're my softball pal. We've known each other for 5 years, 10 years, or all of our life. I'm not okay with you being 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old and broke. I want you prosperous. The only difference between a broke man or broke person and a prosperous person is one was told what to do and was given instruction and had someone that prayed for them, cared for them, directed them, and walked alongside them all the way through the years of whatever it takes. It's never overnight. It's almost always 2, 3, 4, 5 years with mentorship. The gentleman that asked me, my chiropractor, he asked me what my dream was, and he said, if you will have an open heart and an open mind for 5 years, not 5 weeks, not 5 months, 5 years, I will help you to live those dreams that are on your list.
You have to have the desire to want to change. It's just not going to happen with the flip of a switch, or you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to have the greatest job on the planet and everything's been answered. I can tell you this in 20 seconds, and my wife is sitting across the room. When I was 24, 25 years old, I had built a big company into 7 locations in the memorabilia, sports memorabilia. I'm sure everybody out there has heard of Fanatics. It's now one of the biggest, owned by the NFL, Major League Baseball, all the team hats and stuff. I had built 7 locations by the time I was 25, taking the company public, and the company that took me public robbed us of every dime we owned. And I drove home from Miami in tears with 2 little kids. We only had two little boys at that time, wondering how I was going to pay for anything. And I woke up the next day basically in depression at 25 years old, knowing I got a $600 mortgage. We laugh about that now, $600 mortgage. But this is back in 1989.
Right?
And guess what? I had to get on my big boy pants and decide I'm going to change this, or it's not going to be good. How am I going to feed my 2 little boys? How am I going to take care of my wife? I promised her with those vows that I was going to take care of her to the day I die. You have to have the will, the brain power, the direction to want to do it. And there's nothing different than what we do here at LifeWise. You have to want it.
Gotta wanna.
Gotta want to do it.
Put that in the comments. Gotta wanna.
Yeah, gotta wanna.
You can't steer a parked car, and neither can God. He can't work with somebody that's got it in park, set the brake, doesn't want anything different. But let me hit you with 3 more things very quickly, and we're going to wrap this up. You're going to hear this. I tried one of those, and it didn't go so well. Well, you know what, Greg? You know what, folks? I tried a girlfriend one time. It didn't work out so well. I had a job one time. It didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
What's your point? The fact of the matter is it's good to try some things. And also, not all things are 6-star opportunities. I don't know if you had the corporate team like ours. They're all men of faith. They love their families. They're a different kind of breed of people. They're not just chasing dollars. The products, I don't know if you had the science that we have, the formulator that we have. I don't know if you had the epic timing that we have when we have a nation of people that eat poorly and desperately need to supplement because they're not going to change the way they eat. I probably am not going to change the way I eat. I need to supplement because I'm honest with myself, and I know that I don't eat perfectly on a daily basis because every single day your body needs nutrition. Not, I did good last week and I sucked this week. No, every single day we need to supplement. But anyway, I tried one of those. I don't know what it is that you tried. All I know is you need to take a look at what we've got. Don't use that as a reason to not move forward, and keep your eyes open. The next thing is this. I knew this girl one time. She was in one of those things, and she failed. Well, you know what? There's lots of things in life that we fail at. Attempting to bowl, attempting to golf. We fail in different industries that we've tried before. We found our career, job, profession, or traditional business.
English 101 in college. I failed that.
Failing is a part of life. Just because you knew someone that failed at what we do, you have probably no idea what she was even doing. You know, who was the owners of that? What was their integrity like? What was the products? What was the price point? You know nothing. So please never use the experience of someone else. They're not you, and they're not me, and they're not LifeWise. If it's not you, me, and LifeWise, that's a terrible comparison. And lastly, you're going to run into, you know what, those products are kind of expensive. Oh my gosh, $35 for PhD level organizational leadership, mentorship. I mean, wow, $35. Where would a guy even get $35? I mean, where would a guy?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got unlimited junk food budget. So listen, be thick-skinned a little bit. Don't let somebody steal your dream because they think that what you've got is expensive. No, sickness is expensive. The lack of good nutrients in your body on a daily basis can lead to very expensive things like loss of work, loss of health. And I don't know, what do you think's going to last longer? A nourished body or a poorly nourished body? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that you might want to put some of your budget into healthy nutrients for your one and only body.
Guys, people mortgage their house to go to an NFL game.
Oh, that's true. I heard some stories.
I mean, I've watched people, you see them on the NFL Network, they'll say they took a $10,000 second mortgage so they could go to the Super Bowl to see their team win or lose. But they can't come up with $35 to start a business. Come on, I've seen people on weekends down here in Delray Beach at a beautiful restaurant blow $250 on food and drinks. Their paycheck for the week was $800, but they got a $250 tab on a Saturday night. It's excuses. There's a will, there's a way.
So what we're trying to say is if there is a will, there's a way.
You gotta wanna.
You gotta wanna.
We got a patent.
We gotta wanna, that's
We got a
right.
patent on that.
Anyway, folks, Gregg and I are going to be getting together. We're going to be doing a series, a lot of training, a lot of things are going to be taking place. As many of you know, my wife and I just bought a house 0.7 of a mile from the vice president of our company and master partners. We love these guys. We love you. And we're so grateful for you. Thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern, we will be showing the plan live. Get as many people as you can get on it, because when the CEO of the company does the plan live, guess what? People want to listen. So I would tell you, start spreading the word. We'll post it on LifeWise and Hope Brokers.
Right here.
Right here in
Gregg's
this house.
house.
We're having a potluck. We're going to see a lot of the locals come into the house. If you're anywhere in Florida, or if you got friends down here in Florida, they want to come have some food and give us a big hug, and we're going to show the plan live at 7:30 Eastern.
That's right. Anyway, folks, take care. Good night.
Good night.
Gregg and Rob out.